Vinyl community, finally, this is Overkill, ranking everything. Sorry for that bad blitz impression. Sunday evening, time for a beer. Cheers. Okay, let's start with what's playing in the background. Actually, today should be an equinox day, but that's just an insider. I wanted to listen to all three equinox records, but for this video I decided to put on some Warrior, the album The Code of Life from 2001. And yes, this is the same Warrior that released the album Fighting for the Earth. If you like Fighting for the Earth, do check out that one. I really enjoy this album. Okay, before we start the ranking, this week I found another addition to the Overkill collection. Just a small one. I found that for €2. Overkill's Our Finest Hour single on Nuclear Blast. This has just that one track. And the single looks like that. This is the side with the song. And this has just nothing on it, so you can see the mess in my room a little bit. There you go. Okay, let's start with the ranking. In my Overkill collection video I told you they had 20 something albums, but no, that is not correct. They will release their 20th studio album in about 3 weeks from now. So we've got 19 to rank now. Number 19 from 1999, 9999. Overkill's Necroshine. When that album came out in 1999, I fucking hated it. I hated it. And I loathed it and I despised it and all that things. But now I really enjoy the album. It's still got a little bit of a sour taste because the feelings from back then you can't just ignore them, but like I said, no stinker in their catalog, and I like Necroshine, but it's my number 19. Number 18. This one is at the bottom for most Overkill rankings. I'm sure you know that. This is Immortalis. This is a little bit... They don't know exactly where to go with their future and their musical future, so it's got good songs. I think one of the poorest songs in their catalog is Skull and Bones, because it has that guy from Lamb of Dog on it, and I can't stand the guy. I'm sorry. I can't stand the band. What can I do? Ask me about that in 10 years. Maybe I love them then. Number 17. 1997. A little bit similar to to Necroshine. I did not hate that album when it came out, From the Underground and Below, but I didn't like it as much as the stuff they released before that. It Lives is a great opening song. The Rip and Tear they played for many years after that. So very, very cool album. Now I like the cover artwork, although there's no green on it. Excuse me. Cheers. So my number 17 from the underground and below. Number 16 from the year 2000. The album Bloodletting. Sorry for the glare, this one is still in the shrink. I'll remove that later on. This is a step in the right direction. They were like dusting off their shoulders with the modern elements a little bit. Thunderhead, Bleed Me, What I'm Missing. The first 3 songs, I think they are great, but I had to rank it somewhere, so it comes in at my number 16. Number 15. Another one of their mid-period. This is Relics 14 that came out in 2005. A little bit the same here. Still a couple of modern elements, but they were going back in the right direction. No real hits on here. Well, they do play old school, the fun punk track at the end. They still play it live. Bats in the Belfry is another standout song, but it's not bad, of course. But like I said, no stinker. But it's a little bit not very. What's the right word? Not really memorable. Okay, number 14 might be a little surprise. From, I have to read my notes, 2017. It's The Grinding Wheel. Well, Mean Green Killing Machine, Our Finest Hour, like I showed the 7-inch before. The Wheel, Red, White and Blue are great songs, but this is for the newer albums is a little bit uneven. So my number 14, The Grinding Wheel. Next up, number 13 from 1996, The Killing Kind. When this album was released, me and my friends asked us what was going on with Overkill. They still sounded like Overkill, but they included some little small elements that we didn't like back then. I can live with it now, otherwise it would be much more to the bottom of the ranking. 1996 was a big year for a band like Korn, for example. I don't want to see Korn and Overkill in in the same style, but a little bit of groove was in there, a little bit too modern production, but it still sounded like Overkill. So 1996, The Killing Kind is my number 13. Number 12. That may surprise some people as well. Number 12 is their latest studio album, The Wings of War. A lot of green and black on the cover, so that was very. We enjoyed that, me and my friends. A reason for these albums ranking a little bit lower is maybe they haven't sunk in as much as the stuff that is higher on my list. Great songs, Last Man Standing and Believe in the Night, the opening two songs, Batshit Crazy. Welcome to the Garden State is another punky song that was maybe not too necessary. Well, maybe it was necessary because it's Overkill. So, number 12, The Wings of War. Number 11, Seas, White Devil Armory. Again, I have some of their mid-period albums ranking higher than that, because some of their mid-period albums just, they are in my DNA for 10 or 12 years more than that one. That might be the reason why these newer ones rank a little bit lower for me. But I enjoy them, I play them all the time. I did doing this ranking. Maybe I should have played the stuff that I know one time and these other ones several more times. Maybe they would have ranked higher then. Next one, number 10, so we are in the top 10 now. This is Killbox 13. For some people this ranks a lot lower, but this is a great album. Listen to the second half. They are really pushing the pedal to the metal. Fast songs on here, which I quite like. Overkill's fast songs are great. But wait a second. Further on in the ranking, we're gonna talk about the speed of Overkill. So, Devil by the Tail is an awesome opener. I love that song. Listen to Struck Down, Unholy and I Rise, and be surprised how good these songs are. So, number 10, Killbox 13. Coming in at number 9, one of the new albums, The Electric Age. That one was a blast. After the album Ironbound, we were all still struck by the power and the intensity that Ironbound delivered. So we were playing this shit all the time. Come and get it. Electric Rattlesnake. Electric Rattlesnake. Have you ever seen them play it live? If you don't bang your head when they play that song, it's your fault. Black Days. Drop the Hammer Down. Great album. So number 9, I Hear Black. No. The Electric Age. I knew it. Looking at the notes would just confuse me. Cheers. I'm not drunk yet. Okay, I just gave it away. So my number 8 from 1992. This one is very low on the list for most people. Not for me. I Hear Black was a huge sidestep for them. They almost quit playing fast for the whole album. It's more mid-tempo and some doomy stuff, but I love the earthy sound on that record. I love the earthy tones on the cover artwork. I love the songwriting. Dreaming in Colombian is one of my favorite Overkill songs. When I saw them live in on that tour, they played a lot of that album. That may have had an impact on me as well. Just the energy you can feel coming from the stage when they play this mid-tempo stuff. It was immense back then, and I was sober at that concert, trust me. So, number 8, I Hear Black. Do yourself a favor and play it again. You're gonna hate it even more. I trust. I promise. So, number 7. Wide Fucking Open from 1994. This one has an odd sound, but from front to back, it's a great album. Bastard Nation is an anthem, at least in my opinion. Fast Junkie is great and fast. So they found their speed again after I Hear Black. Yeah. Wide Fucking Open at number 7. Number 6. Number 6 was the album when I came to the band. This was probably the first one that I heard in its entirety. I had it on cassette, dubbed from a friend. This is 1988's Under the Influence. The sound on that one is a little bit strange, it's a little bit, let's say, tinny, but the songs are great. Shred, an awesome opener. Hello from the Gutter is an anthem. We always watched that video when it came on TV. Drunken Wisdom, Head First, and of course Overkill Part 3. Great album. Awesome cover artwork. I would love to get a shirt of that. But it's only my number 6. So, the core lineup of the band fell apart after the album The Years of Decay. Unfortunately, Bobby Gustafson left the band. Just a little side note here. Did you know that Bobby Gustafson and Didi Verney couldn't work together anymore, and they asked Bobby Blitz to choose which of the two he wanted to keep. So he could have continued either with Bobby Gustafson or Didi Verney, and it would have been okay for both of them. As we all know, Bobby I think he made the right decision, because I don't know what would have happened with Overkill in the long run with Bobby Gustafson in the band. So, my number 5. When that one came out, we were fucking blown away. The whole album just rules. Nothing more to add. You know that. You know that album. Number 4. There is one missing from the new stuff, huh? Yeah, and it ranks as high as it does for me. This was a little bit similar to when Horoscope came out. We didn't expect too much from it, because the Immortalis album was, yeah, it was okay, but yeah, maybe they would have dropped, but no, they didn't. They gathered all their strength and power on that album. The songwriting is perfect, the production is awesome, the songs are great, they are memorable. The Green and the Black, Ironbound, Bring Me the Night, these 3 songs in a row. It still gives me goosebumps when I just look at the cover. their best album from the new era. Number 3. So now we've got 3 left, and you know what these 3 are, so I can go a little bit faster because everybody should know these 3. Otherwise you wouldn't have watched that video so far. My number 3, Overkill's Overkill. Oh really, is it Overkill? Taking Over, 1987. I heard a couple of tracks from that one before I really got into the band, and I heard Under the Influence as a first full length. But this one is way better. No, not way better. It's better than Under the Influence. So number 3, Taking Over. Number 2, the album that came before in 1985, their debut album, Feel the Fire. This is dirty punk mixed with new wave of British heavy metal. The guitar sound on that album, a lot of people think it sucks. I think it sounds just perfect for that one. I don't have to name any songs. Kill at command. So, number 1. Yes, you guessed right. This is an album called The Years of Decay. This is when I really started to become Overkill fanatic. Elimination. No, I'm not gonna do the E. Damn, I did it. Yeah, evil never dies. Okay, that was my Overkill ranking, all 19 albums. So, see you soon. I will rise again. Auf Wiedersehen.